son, Lee, he had problems. Emotional, marital, mental problems, I suppose. And him being in the army, I can't imagine how hard that was for him. And I didn't see any of it. You know, not when it was happening anyway. Looking back, it could have happened at any time, that phone call, that knock on the door. Somebody telling me that he'd been found somewhere. I'm sorry. I'm not saying I know how you feel, because I don't. And if it helps you being here tonight, then me and Elle, we can manage.
I didn't need a phone call or a knock on the door, anything.
What do you mean?
It was just so weird. I was walking home that evening that it happened, and I just had this massive panic attack, total terror. I couldn't breathe. I thought it was my heart or something. I didn't know what to do. And then I let myself in.
And you found her.
Mick, one of the barrels needs changing.
You all right, babe?
What was all that about? The Ice Maiden hitting the Vino.
Must be all that pollen floating about out there. The old square be tripping by the morning.
Don't mind me doing this now, do you? I just want to get my thoughts down while they're fresh. Did they mention what they wanted us to say in this speech?
What, you doing that now, are you?
Did they say how long it was meant to be, or who we should thank? Because I suppose there's a lot of people we should be thanking. I should have thought about it myself, and when I think back, she'd been low for months. There'd been problems in the family. But I didn't really take much notice. When you're 17, you're the centre of your world. My brother was even younger. And I'd been at a friend's house and he had rugby practice. So he'd gone home to get his kit. And the last thing that he'd said to her was that I'd be back by 8. And I'd had that weird moment on the way home, but I just never thought. And when I let myself in, everything was normal. The television was on, and there was a casserole in the oven for dinner. So I checked it, and I filled it up with water. And the clock on the cooker said that it was nearly 7:45. And she hadn't come down like she normally did when one of us came home. So I went upstairs and I could hear water running, so I thought she was having a bath. And I went and knocked on the door to tell her that I was home and about the panic attack. And then I looked down and there was all this water on the floor. And I just didn't know how it had got there. And then there was more water coming from under the door. I couldn't do it. I couldn't open the door. It was like I was frozen, because I knew if I opened the door, then my whole life was going to change.